Hey everybody.
What's up?
Welcome back to the Butler Blue vlog.
There's Butler Blue.
We have Butler Blue in the back. And we are on our way to one of his favorite places.
Have you told him where we're going yet?
Mm-mm.
You want to tell him?
He's just excited to be in the car right now.
Hey Trip,
Trip,
you know where we're going?
you want to go to Good Dog, get a bath? Oh boy. You want to get a bath? Oh boy. I think he wants to get a bath.
I think so.
So we're gonna go do that. It's been a while. He's kind of stinky.
He is a really stinky.
He's starting to smell like a dog. That could just be the Blue Mobile. But we're gonna go do a bath.
Yep.
And you've seen that before, but I'll show it to you again. It's always a nice opportunity to do some Q&A.
Yes, we'll see. We asked a few questions. And we'll also maybe throw in some Evan questions in there. And maybe just some random questions that we think of. I haven't thought of any Evan questions.
Oh.
But we could figure it out.
Okay.
Let's go. We made it back to Good Dog.
Been a minute.
It has, and we can tell.
Yeah, it smells like it too. So let's do this. When are ball dogs get excited for bath time like this?
I don't think. Leave a comment below if your dog hates or loves bath time.
Oh, they're giving us the all clear.
Did they open the door?
Yep.
Let's go. Leave the ramp alone. You did it. You done did it. You did it, pal. What's he looking at?
Tiki all upset again, Trip.
Trip broke the sign.
Your normal tub is temporary.
Can we not? So here's a question we can start the Q&A off with.
Okay.
I just thought of it. How often does Trip get a bath?
Well, we like to do it every other week, typically. But, I don't know, between our schedules recently, I think it's probably been like 3 weeks since we've had one, which is a long time for him. So, yeah, typically on average, I think it's every other week. And that seems to be about right. It's convenient to just pop over here and do this, but it still takes a little time, so don't do it too much. But given how active he is, I do like to keep him clean and smelling nice and all those things. So, yeah, about every other week.
I love it. Now, Trip, does he have any weird things you have to do with grooming? And we'll talk about the potato farm and his ear.
I don't think there's anything weird. Now, the Bulldog does typically require a little bit of extra TLC.
But
this guy does not.
Which is weird.
So, before we get going here, I'll show you. The Bulldog typically has a pretty pronounced nose rope. Trip has one, but it's not covering up a bunch of skin, so on either side. Blue's face was a little flatter. Blue the second. Come here. So it created a crevice down in here. So I would have to go in there daily and wipe that out. A lot of times put diaper cream in there. And keep it from getting all yeasty
and so if you're looking to get a Bulldog, you're going to have to do that.
And then just some typical stuff, so like today, he'll get wet, so we like to really dry the tail pocket.
Okay.
So that doesn't stay too wet and get infected. We do get the ears because, we've glued the ears when he's a puppy. The glue's worn off, but the ear's been trained to be floppy. So that's good.
But why do they do that?
To keep dirt and ear mites out of the ear. However, dirt can get trapped in there. So we like to go in bath time and the cool part is dog ear design is different than human, so I can really stick my finger in there with a towel and clean that out.
So the question we get a lot is, people may not like that we pin the ears back, but it's not for appearances.
Nope.
It is temporarily just to keep the ears clean and to keep them from getting infected.
They folded them like this so they stay open enough that stuff doesn't get trapped in there yet. It still tends to happen, because if not, the Bulldog's ears would be droopy, and then dirt and stuff would always get trapped in there. But this open keeps ear mites from nesting in there, keeps dirt from getting too trapped in there, but still, stuff can still get in there, so we clean it out. And then the nose, his nose stays pretty good. but sometimes the nose can get chapped or dried, so sometimes you have to put Vaseline or something like that on the nose.
He's tired of us talking and kind of wants
Yeah,
to
let's get him wet. Whoa. You want to get a drink first.
Might as well use this time to ask an Evan question.
Okay.
So a popular question that I wouldn't even call an Evan question for people to ask each other is, if you could have one superpower, what would it be? That's a typical icebreaker, right?
One superpower, what would it be?
Yep, I don't care about what you think. I want to know, what superpower would you choose for Trip to have?
Oh man.
Like Kryptonite, or Krypton, the dog, Superman's dog. You don't get any superpowers, but you can choose one for Trip to have.
Trip?
And don't forget, you still have to handle him. So super strength may not be a good idea.
If he flies, I get to fly with him?
I mean, in theory,
I don't know.
this is a good Evan question.
This is really hard, Evan question. I don't want
but-
him to go invisible because I need to.
No.
I need to keep track of him.
You don't want super strength because you still got to hold on to him.
Yep.
I'm thinking like just the ability to talk would be cool, but I'm afraid what he would say. I'm afraid what he would say about me.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Trip?
So I don't know. Superpower for Trip, he's kind of good as he is. Maybe if he could read minds, he'd actually listen to us.
Read minds.
Read minds. I mean, speaking
So then,
English.
yeah, so he could communicate better with us, but he would still wouldn't speak.
Right. And if he spoke, that'd be dangerous.
That'd be really dangerous. He'd probably be like a blurter. He would just say whatever came to his mind. That would get us in more trouble.
So if you have an answer better than ours, comment that below. Look at your face. You're so clean. So now you're getting into that potato farm, cleaning out the ear.
You betcha.
Not great. A little dirty today, Trip. But that comes with the season too. He's outside a little bit more. A lot of rain these last few weeks.
Boy.
Look at your face. That's how you wash a bulldog.
Pretty good. Clean doggo.
We'll do one more final dry here out of the tub. And then the heat of the day really will help him out with the rest. You can only do so much. They really pack a lot of water in.
They retain a lot of water.
Let's go see some puppies.
Oh. Bye, Kiki.
So yeah, around like noon, like an hour before shipping.
We got any puppies in here today, Michael?
Oh, man.
Hi.
Oh, yeah, they were hanging out in the house.
We got a whole, like, you know, oh, look at this one. He's sleepy.
Yeah, I think I already have.
Look at this guy. I'm gonna zoom in on him. Might get a little shaky, folks. Oh, that's not nice. Hello.
Got one sleeping on the bed down below us.
We got a little corgi. We got that guy. And then in the house there, we got another little friend. Bye, friends. Make your mark, Trip. It's beautiful out. Let's go back to campus. And maybe I can ask you a few of those questions that we got on the Instagrams.
Yeah, let's hop in the Bluemobile and
Let's go.
finish some Q&A.
All right, so we have a few moments here on the way back to campus, because really Good Dog is not far from Butler University campus. We want to give them a big shout out.
Shout out.
Thanks so much. They've been providing the walk-in washing since the Blue 2 era, correct?
Since Butler went to the Final Four.
The first time?
Yep, 2010. They invited us in to get Blue cleaned up for the big game, and we took them there, and they said, "You're welcome back anytime." And I've been taking them up on that ever since. So,
And they don't just have the
9 years now.
Wow. They don't just have the walk-in washing, which is great, and is what we use pretty much exclusively. They also have a daycare. They have boarding, and then grooming too, if I believe, right?
Yeah, you're right. Grooming and boarding, so like you can take your dog there for the day. If you want to go on vacation, you can leave them there for the week. You can take them there and have them groom them, bathe them, whatever, and then also the self-wash tubs like we do. So you can go in there for just
And I'll put their website down in the description below if you'd like more information. But they have been nothing but helpful, because there's nothing worse than a stinky dog. But yeah, let's get into these questions. Just a few thanks to everyone who submitted questions on Instagram. This is a good one. It got cut off here, but it says, "Who is your owner?" I'm guessing they mean the university. Are you his owner?
Sure, that's a tricky question to answer. So technically the dog is in my name. So from a paperwork standpoint, I own the dog. But he is a gift to the university, and so I kind of view him as university property. Now, I also view him as my own pet, like he's part of our family. I treat him that way. I care and love for him that way. But at the end of the day, I also know that he exists because of Butler University, and so I view him as Butler's, and we just get to share him with the rest of the Butler family. So that's kind of how we look at that.
This one made me chuckle. It says, "What are some commands that you still struggle with?" In parentheses, if any. That's what made me laugh. All of them?
So, Trip is smart.
Very smart.
And he's been pretty well trained. He reached his AKC Canine Good Citizen status, which means he got to the point in his training where we could go to a very public place, which for his testing was a pet store, and he could follow all of my commands when I asked, without being rewarded with treat. So he did that. So we went to a pet store, and I led him around, and I had to give him certain commands, and he needed to respond, given all the distractions. and do what I asked, even though he knew I wasn't going to treat him for it. And he did it. It was great. But he's also a bulldog who wants to do whatever he wants, because that's what bulldogs do. They're stubborn. And so he knows what I'm asking him to do usually. It's just a matter of whether he wants to do it. So,
yep.
So what commands does he struggle with? All of them.
So he has like 5. So sit and stay, that's your picture taking.
Yep.
Handshake, down, crawl, roll over.
Leave it. Let's go.
And he does all of those for me.
Wait, stay.
He will do all of those for me, but there's one he would never do for me that he does for you, and that is dead dog. That's a hard one. I can get him to roll over. I can get him to give me a high five.
And that one, we just don't practice that often. But
right.
He can do it. He likes to turn his dead dog into a rollover.
Right. Well, that's because he's kind of cylindrical. Yeah. He's kind of a round figure. All right, next question. Let's see. Compared to other bulldogs, is Trip lazy?
No. Compared to other bulldogs, like, Trip is a freak. Trip might be the most active bulldog on the planet. Like, he's your, like, triathlete, decathlete, like, mega fit bulldog. So he is very active. Just him going to work every day, by definition, makes him an active bulldog. Because bulldogs, they're good apartment dogs. They're kind of lazy. They don't mind laying around for the most part. Trip is the opposite. He loves to be active. And so going to the office, like I said, by default makes him active, but then he lives to work. Like, he loves to get out and about, and he has no quit. Like, Blue the second, if you were too active, he'd let you know, because he'd just put on the brakes and lay down right where you were at. Didn't matter where. If he was done, he was done. And you had to carry him or figure out a way to motivate him. Trip has never done that. I mean, he might put on the brakes because he's got something else in mind, but it's not because he wants to quit working. Like, he will go and go and go, which we have to protect him against, because bulldogs aren't made to go and go and go. So we have to know when it's in his best interest to shut it down. So we sometimes have to make that decision for him.
I like it. We can ask this for all 3 of us. What is the favorite road trip you've taken?
Oh, well, I think we take a lot of cool road trips, and they're all like, they all have highlights. Like, Evan and I will talk about a certain destination. We'll be like, remember when we did this? Remember when we eat there? I can't wait to go back there. But I think for me, one of the best ones was a couple years ago. We went to Florida to speak at a conference about our live mascot program. And so we drove to Florida, and we took the dog with, and he was part of our presentation. And I thought that was really neat.
It was neat.
And we got to take him to the beach.
Took him to the beach.
Don't normally get to do.
And then it was, we ended up being able to go to Disney World without the dog.
That was cool too.
But we went to Disney World, which is, if you know us, that's about, dogs presenting Disney World is a great trip. I can't say the same thing, even though obviously that's my favorite. Okay. Memphis for the Sweet 16,
that was
2016, I believe. It was a new city for us. I had never been to Memphis. They really welcomed Trip with open arms.
It was warm.
Great food, new place. Like I said, new things for new. Because we go to DC. I love DC. DC's cool. Milwaukee's always gonna be one of my favorites, but we do it a lot.
Yeah, we do it every year almost.
So being able to go to a new city, kind of refresh everything, and it was a short drive, and it was just a lot of fun. Now for Trip, I'm gonna just go ahead and say his is always gonna be Milwaukee because of Cop's frozen custard.
Yeah, probably.
And I think we should end with one question here.
Okay.
Let me find a good one. I'm gonna go ahead and ask. Oh, this is an easy one. What's Trip's favorite toy?
I don't know. What would you say? Like his Bin-A-Bones?
He loves his Bin-A-Bones, but that's more of a chew toy. But
he's not.
He likes basketball.
He likes balls and he likes bones.
That's it.
He doesn't really like the squeaky toys. Like, he'll play with his son, but he's not as into that as he is balls and bones, right?
Right.
Wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Cool.
Okay. Thanks for joining us on another bath time.
Yep.
I thought it went pretty well. Didn't you, Trip?
Trip, did you enjoy your bath?
We got a clean dog out of it. Nothing else.
Oh, here he is.
Always appreciate you tuning in. Of course, We love that you're watching. We would love if you share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to the Butler Blue channel, you should do that.
You should do it.
We'd love it if you like this video. If there's something that sparked your interest, or you sparked a question, or you want to respond to, just do that in the comments down below.
We said, if your dog likes baths,
and
if what you think Trip's superpower should be,
or anything else you want to tell us about, just do it in the comments below.
Do it.
And then hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back next week for another one. We don't even know what that's gonna be yet.
Nope. We kind of do everything on the fly.
Yeah. You just make it up as you go along.
What you do.
But it's fun. We love doing this, and we really appreciate you watching. So until next time, and as always,
go dogs!